Hi, I'm Collie Greenwood, General Manager. Hi, General Manager and CEO.
One, two, testing, 1, 2, bring me up. 1, 2, testing, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, come up. 1, 2, 3, 4, there we go. One, two, testing, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 1, 2. One, two, 1, 2.
Testing, testing. Good morning. We're going to get started in about 10 minutes, so if you would be so kind to find a table. Thank you so much. About 10 minutes. Thank you so much.
Good afternoon. Good morning, good afternoon. And welcome. First of all, let everyone grab a seat. And before we get started, because this is such a monumentous occasion, as everyone grabs a seat, I want everybody to just give a round of applause, okay? So on the count of 3 for our signing ceremony as we kick things off, everyone catch a seat, and then on the count of 3, we're just going to give one round of applause, and it's for everyone who was a collaborator and a participant in this great event. 1, 2, with some energy, let's go. All right. That is one way that I get an applause, okay? No. Good afternoon, I'm Andrea Riggs. I'm the marketing manager for the Atlanta Airport CIDs. I'm so excited to stand before you all today for our signing ceremony. We're going to kick things off with an introduction with Gerald McDowell, our executive director. He has been with the CID since 2015. Gerald, would you come to the stage? On your place settings, you all will find we have a great article inside the Georgia Trend. If everybody will take a look at page 69, there's a great picture of course, handsome Gerald. But what this is, it is a great article really pinpointing the impact of the South Metro CIDs and the transit vision that we have. So please take a look at that and also enjoy your special gift that we've left for you. Gerald?
Thank you, Andrea. Good morning, everyone. Good morning. And I thank you all for coming out and joining with us for this special occasion, this signing ceremony. We started back in 2017. The 2 CIDs, Airport West and Airport South, decided to do a transit feasibility study back in 2017. And we did a RFP where the VHB firm was selected, led by Grady Smith. He started and led that team in February of 2018, and they conducted a year-long transit feasibility study. On this end of the room, you see several boards. Out of that study, the board in the middle, the mobility district was identified. And within that mobility district, there were recommendations for us to continue to explore emerging mobility solutions. And we started on a 3-year trip in 2019 that we started in phase 2 by going around and taking a look at these solutions. We first started with microtransit, then we looked at autonomous shuttles, and finally we started looking at personal rapid transit, which brings us here today because this year, in 2023, we are now ready to start piloting these different technologies, these different mobility solutions, and today is the beginning of that next phase. Before we get into the short program, we have a very short program, and we ask that at the end of our program that you would join us for lunch. So we have lunch prepared for everyone. But we have a short program, but there are a few folks I want to recognize before we get started with our program. We have members of the CID boards that here, if you would just raise your hand so that everyone can see our CID board members. Any elected officials with us today, would you just wave your hand so we all can see our elected officials? Thank you. And we are always happy to see our Commissioner of the Georgia Department of Transportation, Russell. Thank you for joining us this morning. Russell McMurray, Commissioner for the Georgia Department of Transportation. Do we have any of the other agencies represented today? I know I saw Scott from all those alphabets that he represents, the ATL, CERTA, and Greta. Scott, thank you for joining us and representing. And then we have representatives from Senator Ossoff's office. Thank you. Well, we thank you all for joining, and so we're going to kick off the program. I'm going to ask our program director, Crystal Harris, if she would come and introduce a video for you. As Crystal comes, the Georgia Trend just recently recognized outstanding female engineers throughout the state of Georgia, and our very own Crystal Harris was one of those outstanding engineers.
Good morning, everyone. As many of you may know, the ATL Airport CIDs have taken several exploration trips to learn more about automated transit network systems. We've gone to places such as Amsterdam and London. We've gone to Orlando and Jacksonville, Florida. We've traveled to San Francisco and Los Angeles, California, Chattanooga, Tennessee, Guadalajara, Mexico, and the original personal rapid transit system location in Morgantown, West Virginia. Because we know that seeing is believing, we knew it was important to take along some transportation leadership with us to make sure that they saw what we saw, but to also learn what we needed to learn about ATN. We've taken representatives from MARTA, the ATL, from the counties of Fulton and Clayton counties, College Park, Forest Park, City of Atlanta. We've taken senators with us. We've taken representatives from the House with us. And because we've taken those delegates with us, we've all together collectively have seen the possibilities of what technology can do for the South Metro area as it pertains to expanding the transit reach that MARTA has been voraciously working on. Because of that, what we want to do is show you a highlight of what these trips taught us and what we learned, and to also hear the opinions of some of these leaders that traveled with us.
Hi, I'm Collie Greenwood, General Manager and CEO of MARTA. Just a brilliant afternoon with a bunch of really engaged people, kind enough to open their doors and show this delegate and myself, this delegation and myself, what they've been up to. And it's been really interesting. They've really thought about the customer experience. They've thought about, various considerations like safety and operations. And they're just really opening the door to us to allow us to think about what other transportation options might be. And so it's been very informative, a really engaged group of people that are really serious about what they're doing. And it's just good to get out and talk transit with some folks.
I am Georgia State Senator Valencia C. Seeing an excellent demonstration on how we can move people quicker, more efficient, and at a reasonable cost.
I'm DeMont Davis, Commissioner Clayton County. I believe that beginning to look at these autonomous vehicles is going to impact us in a very positive way in helping address our affordable housing, our economic development to get folks to and fro jobs, even our infrastructure development. I think this is a positive move that is going to gain a lot of traction in Clayton County from an economic perspective, just in the implementation costs alone.
Hi, I'm Frida Hardage. I'm one of the MARTA board directors for Fulton County. And this is unbelievable what we have seen today. I'm so impressed with where the technology's going and what the opportunities, not only for MARTA today could be, but MARTA for the future. It can make MARTA look entirely different, open up opportunities to bring in other partners that might very well want this same opportunity. So I'm just very excited to see where we're going with this project.
Hi, I'm Jeremy Evans, Director of Transportation here at West Virginia University. Here at WVU, we've been running PRT, or Personal Rapid Transit, for almost the last 50 years. We move on average 12,000 students a day across our 3 campuses here in Morgantown, West Virginia. The PRT is vital to Morgantown's infrastructure. We move public and students. Without it, our roads would be gridlocked and there'd be traffic congestion throughout the city. We've recently undergone projects to upgrade our system. We've moved to a computer-based train control system, which is essentially a huge wireless network that our system runs on. We run approximately 40 vehicles a day to move those 12,000 people. To us here, PRT is the best option. There is no other option. It runs at a 98.5% availability rate, and it's really just the best way to move around town here in Morgantown.
The importance of the test and learn facility and the work that we do here, really for us, it's where the rubber meets the road. It's our opportunity to test all these emerging technologies, these ITS devices, these autonomous vehicles, bring them under one roof and really kick the tires. And so in doing that, we're able to really position the authority on how to put together the right procurement, the right requirements, and really share with the industry what we're looking for. We've boldly told the industry, we understand what it takes to move people within public transit. We move people on buses, on paratransit, on buggies, even on an APM train. And so we understand what it takes to move people, and it's important to do this level of work so that this industry understands what we need for public transit. And so I think it will not just benefit the JTA and the state of Florida, but all of public transportation as well.
So if there's anyone in the room that doubts the possibilities of ATN, we hope after just witnessing this video and the step that we're going to take today, that you truly
Monday.com
believe.
makes scans great again. Yeah.
All right. We hope that you truly believe and understand that the future of transit is technology and automation. Thank you.
Okay, so before we get to our signing of the document, we're going to have some few comments from some of our signers. If you will allow me a moment to recognize some of the members. Starting at my far end, we have Steve Berman. Steve is the chair of the Airport South Community Improvement District. Steve, if everyone would please give him a hand. Next to Steve is Dan Halpern. Dan is the chair of the Airport West Community Improvement District, which is located in Fulton County. And then we have Councilman Karn, who is here representing the city of College Park. So we have 3 speakers, and I'm going to ask Kali now if he would come. Kali is the CEO, General Manager of Metro Atlanta Rapid Transit Authority, better known as MARTA. And he's here to offer a few comments. Colin.
Thank you, Mr. McDowell, and good morning or good afternoon, everyone. Yeah, good morning, everyone. I'm grateful to be here. I want to thank Gerald McDowell, for the executive director, for his visionary and tenacious approach to this. I think Gerald spoke earlier, and Crystal did as well, about the journey to get here. And I want to say, as someone that's observed their approach to this, their collaborative approach, their bringing people to it to see what, a picture's worth 1,000 words, all of that. I think the approach they took was one that really lands us all here today. It's because we're here, because we've seen it here, because we understand a little bit better what he's talking about. Because I got to tell you, the first time you started talking to me about it, I was like, it's time for me to go, Gerald, I got to go. But he's really good about bringing people along, in incremental stages and seeing how this kind of transition could work here in our region. I also want to thank the Airport CIDs. I want to thank this team for the collaboration. I want to thank Fulton County Board of Commissioners, the Clayton County Board of Commissioners, This has been a team effort. The City of College Park has been in there. Thank you very much for that. And in fact, it's been really a landscape of collaboration, a really supportive landscape with all of our transportation peers, Greta, CERTA, GDOT. Everyone has been very supportive in terms of the willingness to have the conversation, because nothing happens without a good, solid conversation first. The bottom line, and we've all come to understand this, is that Hartsfield-Jackson International Airport is one of the most important transportation hubs in the world, bar none. And any one of us fortunate enough to be associated with it has an obligation to do what we can to help maintain that world-class status. And world-class is not just a moniker that you stick on a product and walk away. World-class behooves us to continue remaining abreast of what's going on in the world and positioning ourselves to achieve or maintain that kind of status, being in that top tier of the conversation. And that includes transit. I mean, MARTA connects travelers from all over the world to Atlanta and to Georgia. And I can't say enough about the importance of that function. And that's why MARTA is investing up to $50 million as we speak in important airport refurbishments and renovations going on in the space. Elevators, systems, lighting, surfaces, concierge level service, just to render seamless the transition from plane to train as people are making that journey that we're talking about. And that's why we pride ourselves in being in the top 2 in the nation when it comes to speed of travel from touchdown to downtown. Now, of course, when I say we're in the top 2, you know what that means. We're second. I hate saying that, but top 2 sounds better. But the fact is, there is one city out there, DC, that beats us in terms of timing from baggage claim to your downtown center, which in our case is 5 points. But we continue to keep that in our sights. We continue to strive to be better, and that's why the timing was perfect. When Gerald came up to me and said, you know, he wants to investigate a next generation approach, a technology-enabled enhancement to transit in this space, and that's why MARTA was immediately interested. This is not the community's first foray into, you know, the concept behind automated transit networks, or ATNs. The plane train's been moving very well since the 1980s, shuttling people between concourses. The SkyTrain connecting passengers from the Gateway Center to the rental car center. And even if you've never experienced any of those, if anyone stepped foot in an elevator in the last 20 years, then you get the concept that you don't have to have a staff-enabled piece of equipment to get you from point A to point B, whether it's horizontal or vertical. We're not new, we're not strangers to the concept of ATNs. And since 2010, with the International Terminal, the Gateway Center Arena, and the Porsche corporate headquarters, all of these things are increasing the attention and reliance on good transit in this area. So we at MARTA will remain open to exploring innovative forms of transit like ATNs that move people safely, efficiently, and reliably. ATN combines the good business sense and the advantages of mass transit with the convenience of point-to-point service like a personal automobile. So moving forward, our plan is to ask the question and send out an open-ended request for ideas from around the world to industry experts, and to ensure that we're receiving the industry's best practice and latest technologies in this space of ATNs. Then we'll study the data. We'll determine if ATNs are viable and feasible for connecting more of the dots in this great airport region of ours for the future. So we're very excited to play this role. We're very excited to continue partnering with the AACID and making this a reality. Thank you.
Next, I'd like to bring up the chairman of Fulton County, Rob Pitts. Chairman Pitts is a visionary. For those of you who know Chairman Pitts, you have to run to keep up with him. Chairman Pitts?
Yes, sir. Thank you, sir. So good morning, everyone. Let me start by recognizing my colleague, Commissioner Abdul Rahman, who's come in. Raise your hand, Commissioner. And in the 10 seconds that I have left, Mr. Greenwood covered everything that I was going to say, that Chairman from Clayton County was going to say, and Councilman Carn. You did a great job. But appreciate that. But anyway, we're here because of really the hard work of Gerald McDowell and Crystal. They had a vision. I mean, I shared that vision and talked to them frequently about how important this would be for Fulton County. Because you always hear me say that the future growth of Fulton County is in South Fulton County. And Councilman Carn, you always hear me say this, that College Park in particular be given its proximity to our airport. So that's really why we're here. And then I'm just so excited about this opportunity today that when Russell McMurray came in, I saw him walk in the door. I said, wow, now we got the godfather of transportation here. Yeah, and he's excited about this. So just think for a moment, once this, what I say demonstration project is the word we're using, is up and running, people from all over the world will be coming to Fulton County, specifically to College Park, to see this, to experience this. And that's a big deal for College Park. It's also a big deal for Fulton County. So I'm just excited to be here today and look forward to working with you, the signing and the RFP and all of that happens next. But this is really, really a big day for Fulton County. Thank you.
Next, I'd like to bring up Chairman Turner from Clayton County. And Chairman Turner, as you all know, has a background in law enforcement. And so when you are dealing with him, you know that you're dealing with a person with integrity, and you know that you're dealing with a person who keeps and follows the law. With that leadership, he has positioned Clayton County to be one of the leading counties in Georgia for what's going to happen in the space of transportation. Chairman Turner.
Good morning, and I really like that introduction. You know, as we went around the country, visiting these sites, there was a lot going on, and it's hard to really keep elected officials and appointed officials together because you always have those 2 or 3 wayward kids that's going to always do what they want to do. In our group, it was Chairman Pitts and Laura Smith. But we got them under control, and we actually had a good time. But let me say this. I bring you greetings on behalf of the Clayton County Board of Commissioners, and I welcome you to Clayton County. Now, Chairman Pitt said the track and those people who would come to see it would come to Fulton County. This is Clayton County, all right? Let's make no mistake about it. This is Clayton County, and we are so proud to be the host and the home of this innovative and forward-thinking project. Man, just think about it. Something that does not exist here in the United States. So Chairman Pitts was absolutely right. People from all over the world would come to Clayton County when they land at the airport, Clayton County, when they come to this facility, Clayton County. But that's something to be proud of, and I can't stop saying it enough because I love Clayton County, and I even love this region because it has so much to offer. And I'm proud to be a part of this initiative, this project, and can't wait for the next steps. This is only the beginning. But as I said, forward thinking, collaborations to get to this point. But we're going to carry it all the way home. And before I take my seat, I thank my representatives, Senator Valencia C. and Representative Rhonda Burno, for always being supportive and supporting this, as well as the full Board of Commissioners and the rest of our delegation. So thank you. Appreciate you being here.
So now we're going to have the official signing of the document, the Memorandum of Agreement. This document was unanimously approved by the Fulton County Board of Commissioners, by the Clayton County Board of Commissioners, and by the Mayor and City Council of College Park. I think that deserves a round of applause. Take the document and sign where it is designated for you to sign it on the last page, 2 pages, I believe it is. Feel free to take pictures as you like as we go through this signing. You each have a pen. And while they are signing, please allow me to introduce, I saw Dana Lemon come in Where's Dana? In the back of the room. Dana is a board member for Georgia Department of Transportation, as well as Stacy Key. Thank you both for being here today. Board members representing Congressional District 5 and Congressional District 13. That is always a tug of war. Where's Kiana? Did I miss anyone? Thank you. As they continue, he's coming. We're going to have to play music. And of course, even though I am up here speaking, I know you know better, that none of this is possible without a strong team supporting the work that goes on. So in addition to Crystal, we have other members of our staff that's present. I'm going to ask them to please stand. Robbie, where is Robbie? Franklin, and Kiana. He's next. And you all know who the boss is, right? Kiana. So if you want access to any of us, you've got to go through Kiana. She does not allow me to put anything on my calendar, and so I don't even know what I'm doing unless I check with Kiana. As they are continuing to sign the document, we also would like to announce the next step. Now that we have this document being executed, the CIDs will be releasing a request for proposal. We are attempting to build a demonstration pilot, and the city of College Park has offered this campus as a potential location for that pilot to be built. And so for that, we're going to be releasing an RFP next month, in the month of August. As Kali indicated, there are companies around the world who have shown interest in the work that we're doing. And so our RFP will officially be released in August. And when we release that RFP, it will be a 45, 60-day process where we will have a team that will be evaluating those proposals. And hopefully in the October timeframe, we will be making a selection. And our selection will be choosing a company to partner with us to build this demonstration pilot as the first step. And then while that pilot has been built, MARTA will be conducting a financial feasibility study, and that will be completed by the end of 24, and the pilot will be operational sometime in 25, and then that will be our first step towards what we hope will be a future in South Metro of automated transit network. Let me just look over this right quick. It looks like we have all the signatures. We can have a round of applause. Some additional recognition. I forgot my third wife. Kiana is my second wife, and Andrea, our marketing director, is now, I just had a meeting yesterday with my financial advisor so I can make sure that everybody is covered. Andrea is our marketing director. Please give her a hand as part of our staff. We have Jennifer Freeman with us. Where are you, Jennifer? Jennifer is representing Congresswoman Nikema Williams. Thank you, Jennifer, for being here. And we have the President, CEO of the Council for Quality Growth, Michael Parrish. Where's Michael? Michael, glad to have you with us. So glad to have all of you here. Now, we have prepared lunch for everybody, and our lunch is outside. So after we have Mayor Williams to come and bless the food, you're welcome to go and grab lunch, come back in and have a seat and enjoy your lunch, or you're more than welcome to network. So before I bring Mayor Williams up, let me share with you, Mayor Williams is a South Fulton mayor who has been working with the other mayors in South Fulton and along with Fulton County to explore what we've been doing. But Mayor Williams has been serving the city of Union City, who had just recently been recognized a week or two ago as the fastest growing city in the state of Georgia. I think that deserves a round of applause. And let me tell you why I think that happened. He's the immediate past president of the Georgia Municipal Association, but he is also the immediate past president of the National League of Cities.
You're too kind.
I wasn't done, but he's ready to pray. Come on.
You're too kind. You're too kind. It is so good to see everyone here, especially, where did he go? Michael Hightower. There he is. We got started. We couldn't wait on you. But anyway, Michael has been an integral part of everything that we do on the South Side, so I'm always glad to see him. But to Gerald McDowell and his amazing leadership, the entire CID team, from Crystal to Kiana and all of the rest of you, and this young lady I just met this morning in her tracksuit, but anyway, look at her now. But it is so good to see each and every one of you. When you think about transportation and a visionary or a vision, this is beyond many of our imagination. You know, there are haters who are not going to support this just because, even without coming to see it and participate in it. But this is about moving people. And we know here on the South Side, we've had many long-standing challenges around moving our people. So this is an answer to that resolve. It doesn't solve it all, but it is a great opportunity and something that will bring people not only from around the metro Atlanta area, around the state of Georgia, around the country, but around the whole entire world. So my hand, and I want to applaud you, sir, for your vision and your stick-to-itness, because haters always at your back door. I got some I left. I had to leave them. But anyway, let us bow. Gracious and mighty God, we thank you. Father, we thank you for this opportunity to inhale and exhale once again, because you didn't have to wake us up. God, we thank you for these champions in this room that are participating, but eager to see this area grow and continue to lead the way in the area of transportation and people moving. Father, I thank you for the leadership of Gerald McDowell and the CID and all of these leaders who are here this morning to participate, but also lock arm in arm to make sure that we're doing what you've called us all to do, and that is to lead your people. Not our people, but your people. And God, we thank you for that. God, we ask that you bless this food today, make it nourishment for our health, our minds, and our bodies, and thy service unto you. Let us never forget that the service we give and we participate in is service to you. Do we make you proud? And that's the question you ask in private. Do you make him proud with the service you're providing? So with that, I say simply to the name that's above all names, and that is Jesus the Christ. And simply say amen if you're a believer. Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
I am off to Seattle.
Thank you, Mayor Williams. In my closing remarks, I would just like to express to each of you, thank you for coming out and sharing this historic signing ceremony with us. We believe that these emerging mobility solutions are appropriate, not just for the airport area, not just for South Metro, and not even just for this region, but we believe that these are emerging mobility solutions are appropriate for any community in the state of Georgia. And we welcome the opportunity to have this demonstration as we move forward and then expand beyond. Our work is not done alone. Shannon James is the president, CEO of the Aerotropolis Alliance. Myrna, Shannon is in Edmonton, Canada, attending the Smart Airports Conference, and he could not be here. But the efforts of the Aerotropolis is absolutely necessary. The Aerotropolis focuses on bringing together the South Metro area to focus on economic development, workforce, and education. All of those are vital. But when we are successful in those areas, we have to ask the question, how are we going to move people around? Folks are coming, as Chairman Pitts indicated, folks are coming to South Metro, they're coming to South Fulton, they're coming to Clayton County. And we have leadership that is preparing the South Metro for the next 25 years. As you look around the airport area and you look in College Park and you look at this 6 West development, then over the next 2 years, you're going to see $2 billion of development come out of the ground. When you look on the other side of the airport where Porsche North America is located, in Mountain View in Clayton County, Steve Berman is over there building right now. But Mountain View is another master plan that Clayton County has envisioned with the leadership of the Development Authority by Larry Vincent. They are going to make that happen. And then when you look at East Point, College Park, Hateville, Forest Park, the city of South Fulton, Fairburn, Union City, Palmetto, Chattahoochee Hills, how are we going to move these people around? And we cannot rely on what we haven't gotten in the past. Let's work together for what we can have in the future. And we believe that as you look at these boards, we believe that you will see the 21st century transportation mobility system that's going to operate here in Metro Atlanta, in South Metro Atlanta. Again, thank you all for coming. We hope that you have gotten a glimpse of our vision. And as I heard on Sunday, you got to see what you don't see in order to see what can be. And we are here today seeing the future led by these leaders, and the CIDs been led by Dan Halpern and Steve Berman. They are taking us to new heights. One last thing I wanted to point out, if this last board over here, the Aero program, that's a program that is run by the Atlanta Regional Commission with support from Georgia Department of Transportation. And as of July 1st, the CIDs has taken over that program. And we are looking to expand that program throughout our districts, servicing that program not only with personal rapid transit in the future, but micro transit and autonomous shuttles today. We are looking to service that. So take a look at that board before you leave. Again, thank you all for coming. Enjoy lunch. Go out and have yourself a great lunch. Bring it in and let's talk a little bit more. You have a great day.